With victory at Volturnus, Narses secured Italy for the empire. The long Gothic Wars were finally over. Roman authority had returned, and one of history's greatest military recoveries was complete. Many historians consider this Rome's last great victory in the West, a final reminder that even in its twilight years, Rome could still produce extraordinary generals. Italy was exhausted. Years of brutal fighting against the Ostrogoths had left cities ruined and farms abandoned. Emperor Justinian had finally reclaimed the peninsula, but peace was fragile. As the empire celebrated victory, a new threat was already gathering beyond the Alps. Soon, a massive army would invade Italy, threatening to destroy everything that had just been restored. The Frankish brothers Lutherus and Buccalinus led a huge coalition of Franks and Alamanni into northern Italy. Their warriors spread across the countryside, looting settlements and burning fields. Resistance collapsed before them. As the invaders pushed deeper into the peninsula, many feared the Roman recovery was over. Italy seemed destined to fall once again. Unlike many commanders, Narses refused to rush into battle. Instead, he watched and waited. While the invaders celebrated their success, they were also moving farther from their supplies. Disease, hunger, and exhaustion slowly weakened their strength. Narses understood that time itself could become a weapon. Every day the enemy remained in Italy increased his chances of victory. As one invading force began returning north, disaster struck. Disease spread rapidly through the ranks, killing countless soldiers. Even Lutherus himself died before reaching safety. Without fighting a major battle, Narses had effectively removed half of the invasion. Now only Buccalinus and his army remained. The decisive confrontation was drawing closer. Before the main battle, Narses launched a bold operation. A handpicked force led by Chanaranges targeted the enemy's bridge and fortified, positioned near the Volturnus River. The raid succeeded, disrupting the invaders' movements and weakening their defenses. It was a small action compared to what was coming, but it gave Narses an important advantage. Just before battle, Narses faced an unexpected crisis. A dispute involving his Herulian mercenaries threatened to weaken his army at the worst possible moment. Many commanders would have panicked. Narses remained calm. He adjusted his plans and prepared his forces carefully. Despite the tension, he was determined to force the enemy into a trap. Near the Volturnus River, the fate of Italy would be decided. Buccalinus launched an aggressive assault, confident his warriors could overwhelm the Roman line. Narses positioned infantry in the center and cavalry on both wings. The enemy charged exactly as expected. What looked like a straightforward attack was actually the beginning of a carefully planned ambush. As the invaders pressed into the Roman center, cavalry swept around both flanks. Horse archers unleashed deadly volleys into the crowded enemy formation. Then reserve troops entered the fight. Suddenly, the Frankish and Alamanni warriors were surrounded. Attacked from multiple directions and unable to maneuver, their powerful assault turned into complete chaos. The battle quickly became a disaster for Buccalinus. His army collapsed under relentless pressure, and escape became almost impossible. Buccalinus himself was killed during the fighting. Ancient chroniclers claimed fewer than 10 soldiers survived the defeat. While those numbers may be exaggerated, historians agree that the invading army was virtually annihilated. The victory at Volturnus secured Italy for Emperor Justinian and ended the final, major threat to Roman rule in the peninsula. Narses had defeated one of the largest invasions of the age through patience, strategy, and discipline. Many historians consider Volturnus Rome's last great battlefield triumph in the West, a final display of Roman military brilliance.